Shalom. Call Haloyam La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Chakodash. Bakta Yahweh, Bakta Yahweh Shai, Bakta Chakodash, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Chakodash. Shalom, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elder bishops and the elders and the Akim and the Akwath of the hopeful elect. Shalom. Just want to go into a quick video entitled a righteousness can only be hid in a wicked society, and wickedness can only be put out in a righteous society, because when you turn on the light switch, that's the light, and that's representative of the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and the wickedness will be put away, because the scriptures speak about in the Old Testament, right? In the law, to put away the wicked, to put to death someone that's wicked, to put the evil away from you. So wickedness and evil cannot exist in a righteous society. And just like they say, light at the end of the tunnel, and what that tunnel is darkness. So we're in Babylon the Great, we're in that tunnel, in that pit, but the light is always here, but the wicked can only hide it, just like the media. They'll never highlight the true men of the Lord that's teaching the true proper doctrine and calling upon the true proper names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. They'll never let that see the light of their wicked night, of their wicked day. Illuminati, means the Illuminati means the light bearers, but they have the evil side on the left hand side, and they call it enlightenment, but it's actually just liberation from the law, statutes, and commandments that will lead to your death, right? But I had recorded a minute ago, but I had a good point in my other video that got cut off. But Lord willing is, the spirit, I can pick back up where I left off. But I was listening to this Stoic lesson about, about Stoicism and emotions, right? And so it says, that a man can only be happy unless he think himself to be happy. And they say in this world today, how, this society only teaches comparisons, evaluations, and having everyone look at outside exterior things instead of focusing on their inner peace and their inner resolve and calm. And that's from what I was receiving from that, because I said that the spirit jumped on me, and that's how this lesson came about. Because in a wicked society, the only way these wicked rulers can lead is by having the people emotional and with a compass that says searching, when you type in, when you lose connection and it says searching for service, say searching, and you don't know where you're going if you lose service on your GPS. So basically that's what the wicked elites done, taking away the GPS compass of the straight and narrow path. They've hidden it, and that's the only way that they can thrive is if they hide, right? I don't want to do too much talking, but just want to kind of drive home, the foundation of this lesson is about the wicked elites can only thrive by hiding the righteousness of the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. And then, but in a righteous society, they will be put out and put away. So this society is all about beta-fying, making men beta males and making women alpha masculine females, right? So, and men they don't have any more self-esteem these days, But yeah, you're arrogant men and your proud wicked ones that won't exist in the kingdom. But most men are beta males, because even the most arrogant men still listen to what they women say, and they're scared to offend their woman. Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. But the first part is what I want to get. So a lot of these Stoic lessons is basically you can find all the precepts that goes along with those lessons, because a true Stoic is a man of the Lord that keeps the commandments, and you're in control of your spirit. Because the scriptures speak about, I think it's in Proverbs 25, a man not in control of his own spirit is like a wall like a city without walls, meaning you're vulnerable for any outside, variable to affect your spirit and your emotions, and do make a hasty decision that will destroy you. End you up in jail, prison, or have you in shambles in your life. So going here to Proverbs 13:9. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. See, because the wickedness, they can only hide the righteousness of the Most High's word. For they can only hide it. They can't ever put it away, because that's what the word apocrypha mean, hidden books. Because that's what the Bible Destruction Group in the 1800s came about to try and take away the words from the Most High by hiding those books of the Apocrypha that was already in the Bible in 1611 in the first King James Version edition. First King, in the King James edition version that came out in 1611, Slakia. And so they can only hide the truth. They can't put it. They can't put it out like they will be put out in a righteous society. Second Ezra 6:27. Let me see. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched." When you're thirsty, you drink all that water. That's like the everlasting waters. Right now, society is thirsting for righteousness, and it's a cry for wine in the streets. And that wine is the doctrine, the true proper way. Because everyone knows something is horrifically wrong, and they're learning at the last moment, right before they see that cliff, that they're about to fall over. Crash off of. Well, not crash off, but fly off of into the lake of fire. Because they know that these nukes are about to probably hit, and they will, according to the Bible, Joel 2:8, one of the many verses. But evil deceit shall be quenched. These laws, statutes, and commandments is going to wash away all the wickedness, and that's polluting the earth right now. Hey, Salaki, I'm at this park. Spirit jumped on me over at this park, taking my some little ones out to the park today. But let's see. So Job chapter 20 and verse 5. It reads, it says, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach into the clouds, yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, and that's Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. Neither shall his place any more behold him. He's going to lose his place in the history of, amongst mankind. And so that show you right there, wickedness will be permanently put out, and righteousness can only be hid. It's always been here. It's just been hidden, and it's been dim. But now it's getting brighter and brighter to that bright and perfect day of the return of the Messiah, Yahweh Shah. One minute, baby. So Psalms 83. Psalms 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. You see, they can only They can only hide the Israelites, the truth, and their and the hopeful elect. They can only hide them because they can't put them away, because that's not the will of the Most High for the elect. For the righteousness, it will never be put out. It'll just be, the Most High will allow it to not flourish in the earth right now. Okay, so verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. In verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom. See, that's the top nation that's leading that charge. Who are the Edomites? Who are the children of Edom? The so-called white race. Who are the Edom? Edom is the children, the descendants of Esau, who was the father of the Edomites, the so-called white race. And all the heathen, and so this is basically the United Nations today that are all together in league to keep us hidden. But the truth cannot be hidden. It's only the Most High allowing it to be dimmed down for a season, to allow the wicked to be let loose for Satan to be let loose out of that prison for a season. Okay. Isaiah 30 and 20. And though the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, give you the bread of adversity, and that's right now going into the improper doctrines that Esau Edom has layered upon us, with from the Roman Catholicism to Presbyterian, to the Baptist, to all these other false religions, right? Christianity being the top wicked one, you know. So that's part of that bread of the adversity, because bread is also, because spiritual doctrine is bread as well. As Yahushua said, the Messiah, he's the bread of life. And he said this is, in the Last Supper, the bread represented his body, meaning the proper doctrine and abiding in his body for that life, and the wine represented his blood, to be washed in his blood, to be purified, right? So then, though the Lord Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai, give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. And that's the point. See, because the teachers will not be put away entirely. Because even in slavery, we had, a few scattered remnant, small amount of, teachers that was going around like that. In that movie, Birth of a Nation, it shows you in certain movies, that some of the guys knew the truth, that we were the Israelites. And Esau, he would like to try to put out our eyes if he caught us reading the Bible. Spanking. And so, what is Salakia? Yeah, so and that's all they can do, is remove us into a corner and try to hide and dim down the word, and then try to hide the books, but it'll only be for a season. It'll never be done away with, because that's because you cannot put away the words of the Most High completely. And it's in the will of the Most High, because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked for a season. It says, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Because that's the truth coming back into the earth in full swing again. So Revelations 8 and 12. And it reads, and the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it. So that lets you know it's a small amount of the truth. That day represents light, and the day, what's the daytime, and the light, and what's the light? The commandments. Proverbs 6:23. The law is a lamp, and that lamp is a light, And so it was darkened but not put out. So as the third of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. So that's going into commandments, the truth being dim, only amongst a few vessels had knowledge of the truth of who we were. They may have not had the whole full 100%, but the full 100% of the truth, but they knew that we were the Israelites, And Esau did his best to keep them suppressed, and the media will never uh, highlight the media. So you'll never see the true men of the Lord. Starting with Great Millstone, the apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Apostle Tahar, Gabar, Elder Apostle Ramlab, Elder Apostle Rikah, on down, right? The elder bishops and on down. You'll never see them, being highlighted because, they don't want that. That's their worst nightmare, hearing the true, unfiltered truth, the unwatered down truth, like IUIC does, right? And the other bugged out camps that have those 501c3s that take in the bag, to dumb down the truth, and blasphemy. But so going here to 2nd Ezra 5 and 4. 2nd Ezra 5 and 4 says, "But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet." And that's the third trumpet, that's slavery around 1619. After the third trumpet, that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. And that's, going into ultimately here, the valley of dry bones, the truth coming back, eventually at the end of this part, because this is the sun shall shine suddenly again in the night, and that night represents the truth being hidden in slavery times. Over here in America, Babylon the Great, after that third trumpet of slavery in Babylon the Great, America. And then the moon is a lesser light. It was dimmer than the sun, so that lets you know thrice in a day, let you know that a small amount of the truth was going to be present during the slavery times until around 1969, 3.5 days after the 350 years of slavery from 1619 to 1969. So, the truth can only be hidden for a season, but then as we read, wickedness is only going to be put out, because where righteousness dwells with a light, wickedness and darkness cannot exist. It'll disappear, and it'll fly away as a dream, because when you have a dream, what happens over time? It fades away, and you forget it, and you don't even remember it vaguely, right? So, that's what just the Spirit hopped on me when I was listening to this lesson of Stoicism, one of these lessons that be on YouTube. It's good, it's a good secondary, little tool to add to the belt, while, primarily being immersed in the Holy Scriptures. But with that being said, I hope this video was edifying. Until next video, I say, Shalom.